What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Hugh with Prolific Breed. I hope you guys are all doing well today. We're still working on the Red Sea Reefer 350 today. I'm shifting around some of my fish from the Lagoon 25 to the Red Sea Reefer 350. If you guys have been following along, I picked up this saddleback I believe like almost a year ago to be partners with this guy right here. But when I dropped him into the Lagoon 25, this guy was super mad, flaring his gills out, and he was kind of attacking this guy right here. So my original plan was to have two of the snowflake clownfish grow up in this tank, and then two of the saddlebacks grow up in the Lagoon 25. But since they were so mean to each other, I put this guy into the Red Sea Reefer 350, and he's been buddies with all of these guys ever since. But I recently got two new clownfish through a spontaneous sale. So I placed those two into the Lagoon 25, and I'm taking these two from the Lagoon 25 and I'm putting them into the Red Sea Reefer 350 since we have more room here. And since these two had a history of being mean to each other, I was able to get this little acclimation box from eshopps. It's called a tanklimate S. This is just the small version, but I didn't do an open box or anything. It's held on with this super powerful magnet, very sturdy, and up top there's a lid where you drop your fish in, and then he's kind of contained, and we're just trying to acclimate him to the tank. So it's been about 3 days now. We just want him in the tank, the same tank as this guy right here. He wasn't the aggressive one, but we want him in the tank, in their presence for a little bit, so they can kind of get to see each other, get used to each other. So when I release him, off the bat, he doesn't scurry off and get attacked and things like that. So as you can see, they are like getting along perfectly fine with the barrier in front of them. This guy was the aggressive one in the Lagoon 25, so moving him over to the Red Sea Reefer 350, I don't think he has any territories or anything like that. Everything's super new to him, so hopefully he plays nice. The second one right there is I forgot what he was. He was a, not Da Vinci, Picasso clownfish. I had a pair. They were very, very small. He's still very small, but the other one did not make it for some reason. The other one was just, he was like hosting zoas or pallies in the, similar to this right here. He was hosting the pallies in my Lagoon 25. If you guys seen my older videos, I have a whole tray full of them, so he's hosting it. And then I noticed that his skin was like turning black from burns or whatever, and I tried to isolate him into a similar acclimation box, and all he did was just like kind of lay down and look like he's sleeping all the time. And at times when you approach the tank, he'll get up, but then he'll go back to laying down, and just slowly he just one day passed away. But I think he got burns from the pallies, because I noticed the black marks on him after he started hosting the zoas and the pallies. But yeah, he's the only survivor left out of that pair. I'm hoping to release him in here and they'll just play nice with each other. If I see any aggression at all, we'll take them out. And I have another 10-gallon water box that's empty right now. If worst comes to worst, if they're mean or anything like that, I'll just take them out and set up a new tank with an anemone for this guy. if they're mean to him. But so far these guys are super nice to each other. I've never seen them attack or anything like that. And check it out, they're just like acknowledging each other's presence and everything. And in a couple of minutes I'll release them in, and then we'll document how everything goes. But again, this is the eshopps tanklimate, the small version. Now let me see where my box is. I have the box right here. Did not do an open box. I just like took it all apart and just put them in a couple of days ago. But this is the box. It's very well packaged. The acrylic is very well put together, no rough edges or anything like that. What's interesting about this acclimation box is they got this frag rack option that you can attach. It looks like a stem, acrylic stem poking up, and then another tray where you can put frags on top. I might put that together and then try to use that pretty soon. Probably do another video on this tanklimate specifically. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think I should do a video on that. I thought it was just a simple box, so I didn't do an open box or anything like that, but rest assured it's very well packaged and very sturdy. The magnets on this is very strong. It won't budge at all. You can see right here. See if I can slide this down a little further, and then we'll release him. We'll open up the lid and then just release the clownfish and see what happens. Alright, I got it slid down, and we're gonna release them.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Alright guys, so I had an idea where I slid down the acclimation box, and they got really interested in it real quick. So I had an idea where I'm just gonna drop in some pellets and get them feeding, and then at the same time I'm gonna release the two clowns, and then hopefully everybody's gonna play nice and get accustomed to each other. So I got some food right here. Just gonna put it on top. There you go. Gonna go for all the pellets. They're going for it. My guys in the box, they're going for it as well, but I'm gonna open it up and let them out. He's eating amongst them, and no one really cares because they just want the pellets. Small guy's still in there, but here you go. There's the two saddleback clownfish. They're all preoccupied.
Why do we...
Adding him pretty much kind of balance out the tank, because for the longest I only had one saddleback clownfish in here and two of the snowflakes, and the black and white guy was just like the odd man out. But they're looking fine right now. Small guy right here, he's still, there you go, he's out, but he's back in. We'll just leave him alone. I don't even want to stick my hand in there and bother him. We're in no rush anyways. But yeah, look at the two guys right here. They're perfectly fine. About a year ago, when I dropped the big guy into the Lagoon 25, this guy was super aggressive and territorial. But I think the combination of just changing up the environment, where this is a whole new environment to him, he has to kind of settle in. And this, the bigger saddleback, I've never seen him be aggressive to any of the fish. He was like 2 to 3 times bigger than my snowflakes here. When I got the snowflakes, they were about as small as this guy right here, and they have since grown. They always got along with each other. So now, hopefully, they'll all get along. I don't see any. Oh, there's some. Submitting. When they shudder like that, they kind of submit, and then the dominant clownfish kind of leaves them alone. It's like, I'm the boss here. You're gonna submit, and he's submitting. They're not like the small one right there is not fighting back, and he's submitting. Once he finds out that he's submitting, they should be getting along, but I'll keep an eye out on them. See, just very interesting to see their interactions and how they interact with each other. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye out on them, and then worst comes to worst, I'll have to scoop them out. But I'll be sure to update you guys with the next videos on how they're getting along and how the Red Sea Reefer 350 is doing. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Tail.
Oh no, so he went back into the acclimation box, so I guess I can just close the lid and then let them acclimate for a little longer. It happened for a reason, right? Well, that was funny. He went straight back into the acclimation box, and I closed the lid. We're just gonna give it a couple more days. I feel like it happened for a reason. They look like they're fine. Initially, it looked like they were getting along fine, but I had all of the food in, and everyone was preoccupied. But the guy in the box, he was submitting to the guy outside, but after a while he was like getting a little aggressive, and the clownfish just went straight back into the box. And the little guy right here, he never left the box, and I was just gonna let him take his time to get out. But since they're both back in the box, I just popped the lid back on, and we're just gonna give it some more time. We're in no rush or anything like that. But anyways, that was an attempt, so you guys can follow along. We'll attempt again, and I'll be sure to film and kind of let you guys go along with the journey here. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day again, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.